Though there's a good skill. Both is reasonable. Oh, not. Wrong bot. Okay, it was wrong of me. There's no good skill here. I should have gone with a rock that has a feather potential, but both is good. Solus damned. Having the same approach. I have also been in love with this game. It's the reason I'm playing it and enjoying it. Like, I dearly enjoy, honestly, the game at the moment, and I play it nonstop. Just one of the reasons why is because I enjoy the game. We can have extra burn or extra HP. I would incline to press HP more if I had more damage scaling and output. I'm lacking a little. So I feel like the stronger, like in the short window, the better output is to go with the cinders here. So we put those on the core. Even though crit skills are probably good, and there might be 2 crit skills I would consider, and health is amazing, I still need like a duct tape here, would be a lot better. I still need upgrades on the ray. It's close. I want to have the health though. There are no medium items or weapons, so we just take the freebie. And I feel like we go with this again. We get like weak opponents as it seems, so. Turbiev, Infernal Machine has the skill I was thinking, not Burinator. Yeah, you are correct. It was a kind of oopsie from my side. Rook 27, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. A small tool, not really a lot I want. Medium items I don't like. I just take the chocolate, though I have to sell something off. Probably like this. And then I have 5 slots empty. Relax does not help us at the moment. Next fight is PvE fight. Don't want any weapons. Maybe I get a nice shield enchanted item. Nothing of those I am interested in. We definitely upgrade our ray. It is more or less our damage scaling, and the solar farm is far less permanent. I feel strong enough for the Death Knight Reaper though. I mean, you will see. Probably I should be respecting him a little more, because I'm still also kind of weak, but we should get there. We have like haste and burn and yeah. Why do I prefer the ray on the right of the core? So in general, I always say you want to have your stuff left of core, and the general rule is right. But at the moment, even though the ray is now silver, the scaling of the ignition core is not negligible because it's a golden core. And this ray is just 6 seconds and kind of slow. So I argue in this very specific scenario, with a core that is unusually upgraded and a ray that is unusually low in this situation, with only being silver, I get more scaling out of the core, and I don't miss out on too many procs of the core itself due to it. If I do this, I get like maybe 1 proc out of the core over the run, and that is very generous because it would need to go off like 5 times, which is 30 seconds, and I don't have 5 fights that are 30 seconds long. And if I put it like this core is probably triggering at least 5 times, right? And that is doing that. The 5 triggers of the core are in, let's say, 15 seconds. So I get 5 triggers and I get 15 burn, and I do get them consistently in the first half. and the scaling here on the omega ray. So my intuition tells me it might be better to get the scaling off here. But the more I think about it, the closer it gets. So it should be probably the same. I asked a guy who is like kind of into doing math, and I will post a link. He did some nice things already. Let me give me a second. So there's a link. The guy is called Allwest, I think, and he was in, I don't know, rarest stream late in the evening yesterday, or in the evening, and he's making some calculations about how much average you charge if you have stuff on the left and on the right. Yeah, it's me. I made a video to explain the math. Okay, there he is. He made a video. So he is giving you some basic intuition about what is doing what. But also I asked him if he can at some point make us, at least for specific use cases, so just we get a better visual understanding, how right of core and left of core charging breakpoints work, and over time how that is developing, because obviously the scaling of if you have all the stuff on the right is potentially, if you have an infinite amount of time, more. But you most of the time have short fights, and you have more damage outburst if you have just like fast procs on the core, because the value of the core in the beginning is higher, and then it does not matter if my opponent is scaling in the long run, if he's just dead by 10 seconds. And I wanted to know at some point where the breakpoints are and how fast what outvalues what. I'm kind of interested in it, but I am, first of all, way too lazy to do it. And second of all, I'm not certain my qualifications are high enough to do it. I mean, it would at least take a lot of my effort. While I have the confidence, the way he writes, he might be, I don't know, more interested in doing it, and also it might be easier for him. So we will see if we ever get like some sort of graphic for right and left of core situations, at least for very specific setups. I mean, it's hard to do a calculation for every possible setup, but there might be just like 2 or 3 setups that we have like hard numbers for, and then make a calculation for those. That alone would give us more intuition and a clearer picture at which point we want to put stuff to the right and at the left. I feel like it is rather easy to say on average after day 4 or 5 you want your stuff on the left, and before that it might be reasonable to have stuff on the right. But other than that, it's just intuition from the players who play the game a lot, and there is no hard math accuracy to justify this decision. But I am more inclined to win fights if I do it this way, so, and my opponents do the other way around, so who knows what is right. Anyway, back to the game. Small excurse in nitty-gritty small stuff. Small items and large items. Nothing here of value. Definitely here, and half a level of XP probably. Tools is still bugged, so we don't want to use that if we can get around. Though the other options here are, I don't know, we just pick this and say it's a chrono barrier. Let's go. Unfortunately not. Still, we're stuck with this tool. I would really appreciate if this was like something else, but we're not really strong, but we are burn core, so we will maybe get there anyway. Awesome work for the Bazaar lovers out there. Always. Yes, thank you so much for doing all the work so far. This is like probably one of the sites that is so far completely unknown, or like I just got the information that it existed yesterday as well. Like how Bazaar and Bazaar rank are both the sites that I think most people know by now. So yeah, nice nitty tool to get like some math out there. We definitely don't need to do a sparring partner. We're like crazily rich. We can get a random item or see at the tools. I don't think there are many tools probably only the soldering gun upgrade I consider, but the duct tape. So duct tape, I would also, yeah, definitely the duct tape over the battery for me. I like the sustainability of the shield. I kept my scrap shield the whole time for this. Finally, haste skills again. Hopefully, finally a good haste skill. This is like a little slow to get like full haste. If this was diamond, easily. I still think it is by far better than just hasting the core the whole time, because this is achieving more. If we find like a metronome, we can make this scale faster. Because now, I mean, it is possible just to get a full hasted board by one golden item here, like a golden skill. If it's diamond, it's just like kind of instantly, and if it's golden, it takes a long time to pop off and we need some help, but it is one of the better skills to get. Okay, we take this fight and we consider everything else like at the end of the day when the PvP fight matters. Core stack, Ray, burn though. Yeah, like I know that more core procs also means more burn stacks, but it's only the 2 of the ray and not the 3 of the core. So we just double it by, like, we double our scaling on the ray and even more than double it just by putting it here, and it's rather slow, so it's not proccing as often. It's close, not gonna lie. We change it maybe after this encounter. Still really bad options here. I take the XP. Chocolate is falling off. Small burn item is okay-ish. I rather look at more items at J. Nothing to see here. Skills is good, especially since we have a higher, or like a reasonable high chance to get a second machinery, which would be absolutely amazing, and the insta pick. Okay, goodbye to solar farm, never gonna use you again. And now we can also put stuff to the left. A new reason to put them is more core procs means not only more scaling, but also faster haste. So definitely on the left now. We only need to consider one item here. A Uzi or Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad is a burn item. We like to make like fast burn damage on our opponent. The alternative is the Uzi, and there is a reasonable case. The reasonable case is starting off faster, the fight is pretty good. Like just having in the early seconds of the fight one more proc on the core just makes us going off a little faster, and that gives us maybe the edge. And this is kinda still with the charge a slow item. I feel both are warranted. We're against a dually. Let's take the burn. Definitely Bomb Squad, you have Aiden for the early start. I only halfway agree, because sure, I have an Aiden, but having here a 1 second, like a 2 second hasted item that's triggering every second makes me go off a little further faster, though it's kind of fast, so maybe you're right. Paid actor opponent. Yeah, I got lucky here. Also at the right time I got the skill, but that is easy. Earlier start with Uzi seems important to me. Yeah, so see, there are like 2 people and we have like different opinions. I feel it is a close call, so I would not like say one is wrong or right. But in general, just to point out, I feel like, especially with dually, there are multiple good options you can argue for, and it's not clear which is the best in every case. So I like that even Rarish and we are rather hardly debating how to play, for example, Companion Core. And I am a Brick Buddy enjoyer, and I upgrade my Brick Buddy and play my Brick Buddy, and I think it is the correct call. And Rarish is rather opposed to that, which is totally fine. But he's like, he's reasonable good, and I would say reasonable good. So there is still a lot of discourse, and I like that there's variance even with the top players, and I feel like both are reasonable opinions. So I enjoy that it's not clear and you can discuss stuff, and it's, you can think about stuff over and over again. Thank you, Citizen Cream, and Splataclacy. I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry, for the follow. Before I go on, it's already 3 hours in the stream. I still enjoy streaming, and I have the highest viewer number ever consistently. I will stay here and stream more, but I need to take a break, just like walk around, drink something, let fresh air in. I will be back in 2 to 3 minutes again. Don't go anywhere. Greatly appreciate you all guys being here and following. 1 second. Okay, guys, I am back. A few things. First of all, Fubert, Forge490, and Lantier, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you appreciate the stream and enjoy it. If there's any feedback, feel free to feedback and criticize me. Thank you, Emmy. Yeah, I enjoy being back. Just a few seconds. Then there is a guy who very confidently said he did some napkin math, and Ray on the right seems a little better. So, in the confidence and the way he told me that was his napkin math, I have the fullest confidence that he knows what he's doing. And in that confidence I'm sharing, he's comes to the same conclusion. At that point, it was probably better to have the ray on the right. As said, it is close, and I think so far it's more intuition based. I am certain if the game grows, some nerd at some point will do some math and make accurate calculations, and then some other people will correct him, and we will figure out in the long run what objectively is the best positioning for everything. But so far, we just do this based on a little bit of intuition, a little bit of argumentation, and so far we found, I think, at least a viable middle ground there that I think is reasonable. Yeah, cool. Let's play another game. I will not play Vanessa. Reasoning is I have played Dooley exclusively more or less since the game released, so I'm rather confident, know what I'm talking about, and also enjoy playing Dooley. I am in that way very focused on the characters or that I prefer playing, which is the same in Hearthstone. I have played a few classes a lot more than others. I'm not saying in the long run this stream will always be two-core Dooley, but for now I mainly focus on that what I know, where I can educational say with full confidence, I believe this is nearly the perfect way to play it. And everything else will come over time, where I probably make more streams to all characters or streams to different builds. And when the characters and meta changes, stuff will change. For now, you have to enjoy the repetition and only small variants that I will offer. That is not the same in 2 weeks, I promise you, or 3 weeks. But for now, it's also nice for me because I want to get some confidence into streaming, and this confidence is only growing if I do the stuff I'm comfortable and certain about, which is what I already said. If the confidence is there, we can talk about experimenting a little, learning together, all that kind of stuff. I feel that is totally reasonable, and it will come in the future, but it is more in the future and not today or tomorrow or the day after. This being said, let's see what core option we get. Cool. We get one core I'm comfortable with, so we pick it. With this core, I prefer picking the XP option early, since most items that I like in the early 2 days are medium items, and if I achieve to level up by the end of the day and also get medium items, I'm really happy about my choices. Also, JJ does not necessarily have all the medium items I'm looking for. It's rather unlikely to happen, so I take gold and XP here. I prefer Banana Ball over the Kyber Drone because 2 of the loot options are a little better, especially on the Companion Core. Primarily, I will have an Aiden as like I prioritize getting one really hard. So this one is really good. And getting extra health in also helps you a little to stabilize if I get a brick body early. The scaling sometimes takes a little time of the brick body, and if I have like a bursty Vanessa, it is good to have like just like a little extra health. 20 health is like 10% health increase. I value this specifically a little higher on the Companion Core. So I go here over the Kyber Drone. Normally, I go to the Kyber Drone. I try to catch up with chat. First of all, thank you for the follow, Cotton 93. Welcome to the stream. And Tiffaf, thank you so much. I am doing okay. It's by far my biggest stream so far. I have 200 viewers. I greatly appreciate you all being here and enjoying the game with me. And I'm a little like coughing still, but it's not getting worse. Let's say it this way. And I still try to stream a few hours a day just to get the consistency. We got it. Perfect. So I will pick here the XP. I will take the risk not getting good shops, but I rather have already the level done by the end of the day. I feel like with the companion core, getting 2 medium items is far more valuable and likely to win your day 1, so I will do it. It's a little unfortunate that we got only small and large items here. We don't want skills, we don't need more gold, we just buy ourselves. Yeah, okay. Streamer client activated. 2 really good options here. I don't want to have a coolant. I rather reroll and get small other good items. Those are LEDs, and I probably take the battery just for good measure. It's not the best, but it's what we got. We can upgrade an item, and I think that is the correct call here. I think to win the first day, the thing that will win me the day is if I upgrade the poison ray. Just because it's double, it's my damage output, and now it's scaling double the same, like increases by 100%. So I should do it. I will use the battery to charge it a little. I feel like that is also the correct call. And now I'm kind of strong and reasonable to stay at least a fighting chance against an average dually. Salax and Gall regretting username. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. If you see the nerf next patch, will you mostly be playing dually? So even when dually was by far and arguably not the best hero, there were like times where Vanessa and Pick were definitely better and more consistent. I enjoyed playing dually. I think at some point I should stream also other heroes, and if I want to stay probably at the top of the ladder, I might need to play other heroes. We will see about that. I might change and mix it up a little. I think my main for now with the character pool we have stays dually just because the gameplay suits me the most, and I'm just too lazy to click all the items on Pygmalion, and I feel like Vanessa is just a little more straightforward, and I rather like the potential complexity of dually, though I fully acknowledge at the moment I kind of figure out dually and there's not much complexity left. There were in the previous patches interesting loops, and it was like kind of interesting to see which loop is going faster and which infinity loop is better and why which infinity loop is better with all the like fiber optics and loops you could build, and I enjoyed that greatly. It was kind of interesting gameplay that suited me the most. Okay. Slow items have a good pool, but not for a companion core. I don't want weapon skills yet. I rather try to get a lizard, brick body, whatever I can get my hands on here. I'm not rich enough to justify investing into crypto. The rest is not really good. I could consider picking up a copper red, and I should invest probably the 1 gold in it, just because it's a friend, it's poison,